Hello, romantics. This is Hanna Hermanson coming at you live. I'm so grateful for the invite from Alice. I have been a member of this group for a while and really love what's happening with the synergies between, is it work-life balance we want to improve? Is it starting our own business? Is it, unleashing our potential? So if you are with me, say hello. My intention for this time is to share a little bit about my journey from cubicle to what I call my dream life, and also give you guys some actionable steps that you can be taking in your life, in your business, in your career, to create the life that you are dreaming of, no matter what that looks like. If it's an entrepreneur, if it's a mom, if it's a teacher. Okay, so a little bit about me. I was born and raised in small town Wisconsin. Go Badgers. And I did all of the right things, right? So I got into a good college. I worked hard during college. I was a leader, and I graduated with a psychology degree. And I was on a mission to change the world, right? I was going to be happy. I was going to make an impact. I was going to be a big deal. And then there I was, graduation day, with no real vision of how that was going to happen. Yet I did know that I loved working with college students. So I felt so grateful and so fortunate to get my first job as a college advisor at the University of Wisconsin. And like I said, it was the dream job at the time. I felt really inspired to work with college students. Hi, Jennifer. And learn about the professional world and dress up and go to a cubicle and have health insurance. And I quickly sensed that that was not the right place for me, even though, again, I had done all of the right things. So I tried everything while I was in that role. I became a certified yoga teacher. How can I just bring in more balance and more passion into my week? I'll create this other thing. And I became an independent yoga teacher, and I'd leave at my lunch hour and write yoga, mindfulness, teaching, like all these things that was supposed to bring me more joy and more happiness. Still wasn't quite right. So I started a network marketing business, again, after work. I'm going to teach people how to use healthy living products. And I got to taste some of the entrepreneurial spirit. And that was really interesting to me, yet it still wasn't my quite right vehicle. Then I combined this sort of entrepreneur spirit, my love for yoga and education, and still while working full time, I added my fourth role, which was helping to start a small educational organization. It is now a multi-million-dollar nationwide organization that teaches teachers how to bring yoga and mindfulness into their classroom. Dreamy, right? Like, I had all of these things that were supposed to be bringing me satisfaction and purpose, and yet I was still felt like I was just doing. And I wasn't actually succeeding. I wasn't actually finding the potential and the purpose and the passion in my life. So, they say smokers, when they quit smoking, they say, oh, took me 20 years to quit smoking. No, you quit in one day. You were procrastinating for 20 years. And that's kind of how I felt, because I quit everything in one day. I told my supervisor at the university, remember, state job, super cushy, super dreamy, that I wasn't returning. I left the yoga places I was teaching for. I told the startup, the yoga teaching organization, that I wasn't going to be working with them anymore. And I let go of my network marketing team. I had started to grow a team, and all of these things I totally let go. I let go of my lease, and I moved to San Francisco, the most expensive city in the world, with no real plan. And you guys, that was about a year ago. And where I am now, I have my own personal coaching business. I'm a published author. I have some big news that I have paid off, not only in the investments that I made in my business, right? Like coaching and startup fees and programs and software. I'm also paying off my student loans this week, which is something I thought would take me years. And right, you need to keep getting salary to keep paying that off little by little. Well, I'm done with that. And my partner, who is a school teacher, is not going back to teach next year. And we've got a lot of big plans for the rest of this year. But what this goes to show you is that if you take some of the tools and the steps I'm going to give you, it doesn't have to take a long time to build a business or find the right job or, create the life of your dreams. It does take intention and action. So if you are watching this and you have intention and you're willing to take action, drop a comment, because I want to share with you guys exactly what I do and my clients do day in and day out to realize their dreams fast. Okay? I actually can't see comments on my phone, so I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my computer here, and I'm definitely going to get to the questions that you guys posted. Super grateful to those of you who did that, and I definitely got answers for you. So the first thing that I had to do when I really, decided that I don't have many options, there are comments here, I'm going to check them out, and now you're going to hear me. The first thing, yes, pay off student loans. Like, after investing 50 grand in my business, Alice, that's in addition the income I've made. A lot of coaches like to tell you, how do you build a 6-figure business? But what does 6 figures really mean? For me, that means pay off my business investments, get better coaches, pay off my student loans, retire my partner, right? So I like to talk a lot about focusing less on income and more on impact, because you might only need a few grand in order to realize a lot of your dreams, right? So I help people get to the goals that they want. So the first thing we need to do is have a mission statement. So who here has a mission statement? Please drop a comment. It is foundational. Again, to no matter what you're gonna do, you need to know your why. This is not new. You've heard this over and over, right? Showing up with clarity, intention, on purpose is critical to success and fulfillment. So how I help people build a mission statement is a 3-part formula. Take notes. But this is not intended to be like completed right here and right now. I want you to kind of marinate on this. Maybe even send me some drafts. Let me give you some feedback, because this really is critical, foundational, and necessary. So first thing of your mission statement is, who are you? What has always been true about you? What are your strengths? So even in 3rd grade, were you organized? Were you inspiring? Were you amicable? Were you smart? Do you learn easily? So start to just let like 10 phrases roll around your head and think about, who am I? What has always kind of been a part of me? You could also do a little survey, send out an email to people that know and like you or love you and ask them, what are my innate strengths? And you're going to narrow it down to about 2 things that you've had and you want to hold on to and continue growing in your life. So 2 that I've landed on is results driven and inspiring. Then the next piece is, who do you want to help? So in order to really live on purpose and feel real fulfillment, I believe you need to have an aspect of service to your life. So if you don't know like specific people you want to help, maybe there's a problem in the world that you are motivated to solve. And a good way to identify that is to even think about the things that you have overcome in your life, the challenges that you've overcome. So when I first started, when I was kind of transitioning in the yoga world, I was doing some coaching with my yoga teaching, and I was really focused on people with eating disorders because that's something that I live with. And I moved away from that a little bit. I found, honestly, it wasn't a healthy space for me to go back into, right? But if you can just kind of start to identify the things that you're passionate about, that you always seem to talk about, let's add that into your mission statement. So for me right now, I realized that whether it was an eating disorder, a job that you hated, becoming a yoga teacher, everyone needed income, okay? It's a basic need, right? If you're thinking about the hierarchy of needs, Maslow, the base is income, safety, security. If you're thinking about the chakras as a yoga teacher, the root chakra is, health, prosperity, income. So what I realized is the problem I'm motivated to solve is helping people monetize their passions, because it's possible, right? I've learned business models. I can apply them to anyone now. So that's part of my mission statement. And the last piece is why. Why are you inspired and committed to using your strengths to help people, to solve a problem? For me, it's again because I know that the world needs each of our special gifts. And if we put ourselves in boxes and then we live by the shoulds and we stick to places that don't make us the best people we can be, the world is missing out. And I truly believe that we change the world one person at a time. So again, your two strengths, who you want to help or the problem you want to solve in the world for now, and why. Does that mean more freedom that you can be more generous with? Does that mean paying off your student loan? Does that mean showing other people what's possible? Does that mean retiring your partner? Okay, these mission statements can be fluid, yet you have to start with a really clear foundation to stand on. So let me share with you my mission statement. And then, like I said, I'm more than happy to give some feedback and connect with all of you. One of my other guiding principles is to be a real person. I'm totally a real person. So I love to be real with all of you watching and watching the replay. So I, Hanna Hermanson, am a results-driven and inspiring coach that helps people create, share, and monetize their passion projects because the world needs more of our special gifts. And money is a fuel that can help us all grow. Okay? So, step one, work on your mission statement. Now, in this process, you are going to start to get amazing ideas and just starting to prime your brain for like, okay, I'm on a mission. What are my strengths? I'm actively seeking things that I can solve. You guys, it is scientific. The law of attraction, the vibrations that you're going to put out into the world are going to attract really good ideas. Okay, Jennifer, if you're still on here, drop a comment about some of the ideas that came to you when you started doing your mission statement. Not only are you going to get good ideas, you're going to start being attracted to the right people. And I would be disappointed in myself if I didn't tell you all my biggest secret in creating what I've created so quickly. And it's the people I surround myself with. Okay, so as much as you can eliminate negativity, toxicity, bad language from your world, the faster you're going to achieve. And the second piece that you need is accountability and support. So get a mentor, get a coach that can help you achieve the results that you desire. Because honestly, when is the last time you felt 100% confident to do something amazing, something epic, something life-changing, totally on your own? For me, I never felt that way. That's why I have a team of coaches. And I recommend everyone else invest in themselves so that they can, again, spread their goodness, create a business, get the right job, whatever it is, get a coach. So now that you're on a mission, you're getting good ideas, you're reaching out to people you want to work with, both letting the universe bring you great people and also asking for mentorship. What do we do next to start setting achievable goals? Now, the first thing is really understanding what is it that you really want. And you worked on that a little bit in your mission statement. But don't go creating a cookie cutter life or business, please. Especially if you're in this group, you're probably in a box right now. So don't go create a new box for yourself. Take some time to let your imagination wander. And you guys, I'm helping people work 2 hours a day. They're at home with their kids at lunch. They go to yoga whenever the hell they want, okay? So don't feel like to be an entrepreneur or to quit your job, you have to have all these perfect plans laid out. You can truly now, more than ever, create any sort of business or income or lifestyle that you want. So some of the questions I saw, I do know a lot of you have missions and businesses and you're getting good ideas and you're out there in Facebook groups and you're networking and wow, everyone's doing this. Everyone's an entrepreneur. All the millennials are digital nomads now. Well, here in response to the question about the comparison game are my strategies for unleashing yourself from that. So first of all, let's call it celebration, not competition, not comparison. Okay, the fact that there are other people out there saying what you want to say, doing what you want to do means that it is possible. It's working for them. So few options. You could collaborate with them. And you guys use this, write this down. This is $1 million question for not only getting clients, but also getting collaborations in your life and your business. How can I support you? All right, so you see these people saying things you want to, doing what appears to be your dream. Go compliment them, reach out to them and ask, how can I support you? I want to be involved in this. Because here's the secret, even if, like for me, I'm a personal business coach and an author. You know how many thousands of people can say that are blonde and white, maybe even grew up in the Midwest? Quite a few. Quite a few people are like me. No one is exactly me. No one is Hanna, inspiring and results-driven Hanna, and no one is you. So no matter if you go out and build an organization that's called Live Your Dream Life, for real, and you become a business coach and you start doing lives in this group, we're not the same. And you're going to attract the right people to your business. So don't, this idea that there aren't enough leads or there aren't enough clients is just wrong. So, remembering that your ideal clients, and you can use this affirmation, my ideal clients are lining up to work with me, and they're resourceful. My clients are seeking me out. Okay, so that belief that you and your offer and your brand and your mission is unique and powerful will bring you the right people. Now, I want to talk a little bit about another strategy, because someone was asking about, how do I create a business that I can grow? Like I want to go travel, right? Like I'm doing later this year. Or I want to build a team, or I only want to work a few hours a week. Here's how you do it. And there's a lot of reasons why. So get your note. If you don't have notes out, I highly recommend it. High ticket offers is what you need. Okay, I see so many people with $97 ebooks and $9.97 courses, and that might work for some people. Yet what I teach and what I live is the dream life is real life model, that we take our non-negotiables. So if you want to work on the beach, if you want to work a few months out of the year, let's take that and factor it in to the real capacity you have to serve people, to solve that problem we discussed in your mission statement. So it's a formula that you first need to get clear on your dream life non-negotiables, and then you need to add like how much capacity you want to serve people in. Is it one-on-one? Is it over the phone? Whatever. And then you also need to know your monthly income goal. I coach people to earn between $10,000 and $20,000 a month. So let's say you want to earn $20,000 this month. You've got capacity to fit 4 people into your life, into your service, into your program. Your offer is $5,000. So having a $5,000 offer not only helps people, see your value. We can talk about that. If you guys have questions, let me know. How do I expect people to pay me $5,000? If you're in that place, drop a comment. But having a high ticket offer means that people are committed. You're not going to be getting the clients that treat you like an employee, or that don't show up, or that don't get results, right? They're invested. They're committed to being amazing with you, and they're going to show up. And it's also their first test of getting out of their comfort zone. And if you're looking to change the world and actually help people, they're going to have to make a change and get uncomfortable. Drop a comment if you understand how that works, please. The other piece of that means that, yes, Jennifer, your ideal clients are lining up to work with you. The other piece now at having a high ticket offer is that you are validated and your energy can go other places. Again, this relates back to my mission, in that we don't need to be hustling and worrying about money. It easily flows to us when we are in service and we're serving people in big, priceless ways. All right? I could go on and on. I love this. You guys, if you have questions as I'm going, please drop a comment like I mentioned. I do want to go back because I know there were other questions posted in the thread. Holly, can you do this? How can you do this when you're first getting started? Yes. And you know what? I regret not doing this sooner. I started out with lower rates and I had lower grade clients, to be honest. No, it's counterintuitive, but when you're just first starting out, you need to fake it till you make it, basically, right? So in order to get your top performing clients, the people that are going to give you an amazing result, that are going to inspire you, that are going to just like launch your energy, are the ones that are going to be invested in you. If you want me to talk about, mindset, beginner's mindset, I definitely can. But I definitely don't recommend my clients charge anything less than $3,000. No matter how much experience they have or how much fear they have, because I want them to succeed, and that's how it works. All right, I'm looking here at the video. What other questions are coming up? And then I'm gonna go down. What, Holly, it's so possible. Sorry, I just wanted to go back and look at other questions. A big thing that contributes to any success at any level is positive affirmations. And again, this might be stuff that you've heard, but how do you actually do it? How do you actually, tell yourself, my ideal clients are lining up to work with me. I'm so grateful now that I earn $20,000 every single month. Well, make it a habit, part of your routine that you're already doing. So I always tell people when I'm on my bike, that's when I talk to myself about the TED Talks I'm going to give and the massive ripple effects I've created and how many people are just like unleashing themselves because of something I've said or me putting myself out there. When I'm brushing my teeth, that's when I think about my ideal clients that are lining up to work with me. I'm so grateful for my income. All right, does that help? $3,000 for how many sessions? Holly, we're talking like 3 to 4 months is what I recommend my clients commit to for that long. Of course, this is, like I said, not a cookie cutter practice. I am a one-on-one personal business coach, and each of my clients is designing something totally unique to themselves. But we're definitely talking about the ability to create a 6-figure business with just a few people a year. So if you want to talk more, like I said, definitely shoot me a message. So impact over income, Alice, I'm just seeing that comment. And now I'm remembering I'm going down to look at what other questions there were, because there were some goodies for sure. So comparison game, let's just turn that into celebration, collaboration. Holly, right, let's talk about ways that you can be working and just do a couple of coaching calls a month, or create a membership site. One of my clients is doing that. How do I come up with original content for your business? I feel like everything is done before. How do you make it unique? Again, Kim's question I answered, and let you are you. Use your voice. Don't force it. Don't copy and paste. I saw someone saying that Lena Elkins, who's a good friend of mine, talks about not reinventing the wheel. And she does not mean like go copy and paste people, go do what everyone else is doing. She means do what's easy and true to you. If you love talking, get on Facebook Live. If you love writing, write emails. If you love creating courses, create courses. Like, you don't have to make it complicated. You don't have to follow anyone else's formula. And if you do, that's okay too. So coming up with creative content really is going to be about giving yourself like maybe 30 minutes a day to work on your voice. Okay, share your personality. Now Facebook Live is such a great place to just show up and get, start to build that brand credibility and share your unique voice. I hope that's helping for Kim. Any other questions? Okay, here's Leanna. She is primarily looking to gain a following and how to monetize a service. I'm an author and I work with empowering. Oh, good. She has a great mission statement. So how do I gain a following and monetize a service? So this is what I coach my clients to do. My clients don't need a website. Jennifer Lee is on here. She doesn't have a website. She's saying it's who you are. So build relationships. Be curious about other people, right? I see so much of this, like what I'm saying, what I'm doing. Let me put my Instagram post out there. How often do you go looking at other people's Instagram and searching for folks that are talking about what, Christian women? Go search for them. Send them a message. People don't actually do that. This whole social media thing of like blasting yourself and liking it, that's not really where we build relationships. And where I get my clients is in building relationships. And I send direct messages. And, if they don't need me, maybe their sister does, or maybe their high school teacher does. Okay. So start to just build relationships. Be curious. Here are a few tips for doing that. I want you to list out let's start with 10. 10 like Facebook groups or influencers or Instagram accounts that you really resonate with, that you'd like to have as your following, or you'd like to collaborate or be associated with. And then maybe narrow it down to 5 and have 5 places that you go every single day. And you drop a comment, you send a message, you ask a question in the group, okay, and start interacting consistently with a few people, and you will be amazed at how many people get interested in you. All right, the more people you help get what they want, the more that you get what you want. Leanna, let me know if that makes sense. And I totally teach relationship building. My clients are not picking out colors for their brand or running Facebook ads or writing blogs all the time. Okay, we're building relationships. We are being real people. Jennifer saying, be generous. And I couldn't have said it better myself. Any other questions? I mentioned that I am the founder of Dream Life is Real Life, and I am a real person. So I would love to, connect with any of you. You can join my Facebook group as well, Dream Life is Real Life, for online coaches, bloggers, and entrepreneurs, or some iteration of that. And, if you do have a version of your mission statement, or you've got some ideas lingering around about, how could I monetize my passions? I definitely want to talk to you, because whether or not you are working 5 full-time jobs or you quit everything, there's a way for you to integrate your passions and additional income into your life right now. Holly, what would you say is the minimum time you should spend with a client to start seeing desirable results? Holly, what is your idea? What are you helping people achieve? Jennifer Lee says, LOL, talk to Hannah even if you don't have ideas. This is also a good conversation to have, in that even if you're in a job right now, let's look at the political climate, let's look at the way businesses are being run, and let's have a real conversation about what stability really means. What is really comfortable? Okay, it's great you have income, a salary for now, maybe healthcare for now, but none of that is guaranteed. Letting other people control your position at work, like being able to be fired, being able to have services taken away from you, that's uncomfortable. So when do you want to start taking ownership of at least one leg of your financial health, right? Like an additional, I'm telling you, 3, 5, 20 grand a month. What could that mean for your life? And none of my clients is doing this. I'm not doing this 40 hours a week, hardly 20, okay? Hello, sorry if I'm late. Leanna, go check out, I just talked a little bit about your question as far as, how do I build a following? Let me know if any of that was helpful. And again, just you guys, be in service, be a real person, be on a mission. Holly's coaching millennial professionals to help a career they love that will embrace their lifestyle choices. Honey, you can do that in a month. We definitely need to talk. It really depends on, do you want to just help them identify some goals? Do you want to help them build a much bigger coaching thing? I help people do something similar in less than 3 months. I hope that helps. All right, I'm gonna look for just a couple more questions here. Again, come join Dream Life is Real Life and send me a message, especially if you are hopping on the replay. I definitely love interacting and getting to know you romantics. All right, Tracy does have one here. I just fired a client today. I discounted my services to begin with, and I was never respected. I should have done it months ago, but I was scared to lose the income. Yes, you guys. I understand how higher prices would attract better clients. I'm not a coach or influence. Can this work for me? Yes. Jennifer Lee, who's on this live, she's not a coach. She's helping people solve IT problems. Like I said, I have a client with a membership site. I've got a hip hop artist as a client, but we're using high tickets because that is where the magic happens. Okay, money is just one form of energy. And so the more that you give, the more that you can receive. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Tracy, I'm sorry to hear that you had to fire a client today, but way to level up. Way to not be committed to that money and know that your income or your impact and your energy can go so much farther with the right people. So if you want to talk more about that, again, I'm Hannah. I'm a member of the group. It's been so great to hang out with you. I think Alice wanted me to go for 20 minutes, and I'm way over that. So again, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week. And remember, your dream life already exists, and I would love to help you make it happen. Okay? Dream life is real life. Talk to you all very, very soon.